Hello and welcome to the All Made Up podcast with me, Harry Stakini.
Me, Lewis Coleman.
And me, Ben Hart.
The show where each week a guest joins us in the writer's room to create a story like you and we have never heard before.
Not quite knowing what's around the corner or what we'll find along the way, as this podcast is exactly what it says on the tin.
It's all made up. I threw me that then, Lewis. I'll be honest with you. I panicked. I was like, what is he doing? Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the All Made Up podcast. Today's guest is Faizan Shah, who is currently in transit on the way to the studio. Comedian. He's been on the podcast once before and produced A Cracking Tale, and we're buzzing to have him back on again. Yeah. And that is our guest. And you came with a little bit of a Northern Irish twang because you were in Belfast sending me abusive messages all weekend.
But sending you what?
Abusive messages.
Beautiful.
He says this, right, okay, so I've just had a weekend in Belfast, and
With the lads?
With the lads.
I thought that was your last one ever, Benidorm.
No, going to Benidorm myself.
Okay,
I've been Benidorm
six
6 times.
Retiring cities.
Yeah. Benidorm's retired now.
Yeah, okay, right.
Belfast is the new one for us. So obviously went to Belfast, and I obviously just text Harry, oh, you should get on a flight here. And he just ignores me. You know, when I'm not valuable or can provide for him, he just ignores me.
Yeah.
And then he says I'm sending him abusive messages online.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just don't want you to lose your job. That's the thing. So
What do you mean?
because I've got the footage, I've got the pictures.
You know what? I'll go on now. I'll tell you what I was saying to him, shall I?
Yeah.
When I was in Ireland.
Also, you both don't feel wanted. You know what I feel about that? I didn't get one text from you. In Belfast.
Ben, I wish I hadn't gone.
Harry was like, oh, I went for a walk this weekend. I put it in the group. It turns out there's a group I'm not in. Turns out there's a group I'm not in. He confessed. I'm just like, I'm not even in the group, the events group. We've got a group of bloody everything this podcast.
Hang on, he's
right. So I'll tell you the message that
just
I
for the listener. Lewis is scrolling through a message thread, which it's from Friday onwards.
Right. So he sent me a message.
Their bank details, which I sent you because you needed them.
And then I put. Yeah, he was sending me like work information when I was obviously out on holiday.
That's ridiculous.
You were asking me to sort something out, and I got you the information.
I asked you to sort it out weeks ago when I wasn't on holiday.
Yeah, well,
Instead, I'd get older.
Harry, get me the money. I got you the money.
Right. Okay.
That's horrible. That.
So I messaged him. I messaged him saying in Belfast at the moment. He put enjoy. I put you wouldn't last 5 minutes. I put you'd love it here, and then I said you'd not last 5 minutes. 4 at best. And then he put, good news, I'm confirmed. Can I mention this?
Yeah.
He put, confirmed, I'm telling him about Belfast, and he just replied, good news, it's confirmed I'm going to Australia, 8th of February till end of April. Adelaide, Melbourne, Brisbane and Perth, very excited.
Perth.
So just
Perth. Yeah.
Perth. Yeah. So just ignored me.
There's no R.
And then I put, have I got a spot? No reply.
No.
And then I put, or am I the little bitch who hasn't got an invite?
Right, okay. So you got
and then he put, you're driving me to the airport.
That's horrible. He even invited me to Australia.
And then I put...
He's invited me, Lewis.
I bet he has.
No, seriously, he has.
Have you actually?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, he has.
And then I put... I put, whoa, nil respect. And he put, haha, enjoy Belfast.
Yeah, because I knew you were pissed.
And then I put, you come in, little bitch.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'll twat you. No qualms.
Yeah.
You getting involved. Video called him, didn't answer.
Yeah,
then
because what time was that video call?
4:15.
Okay, so that was the first one of the day.
Afternoon.
Yeah, so perfectly appropriate time to call somebody.
And then he put, ha, I've been working today, man. I'll buzz you later and see how you're getting on.
Didn't call you, did I?
And then I did when you were in Lincoln. I was coming back from Lincoln.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't in Lincoln.
I was in Lincoln. I was coming back from Lincoln.
It's always about you, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were in Lincoln, me.
I'm in Lincoln,
me.
Yeah. I'm in Belfast. I'm in Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh, they've got a nice cathedral. Shut up, we don't care.
11 a reef over here.
11 a reef.
11 a reef, innit?
He's just I think he's playing us off against each other. He's invited me to Australia trying to get you jealous.
Well, and I said to him, you've got no time for me. I drink 7 Guinness and you think you're the Don. Out of order. And then he put, this friendship is turning abusive. And then I put, for me, I'm just trying to improve everybody.
Yeah,
that's what
you're doing.
Do you know what? That's what an abusive person would say. I'm doing this because it's what you need.
And then he sent me a picture of him at a comedy club.
Oh, just to like wind you up even further.
Yeah.
I was at work.
Just like you could be doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, this could be you in Australia, but it's not because I'm inviting Ben just to pay for everything
Yeah.
and to carry my bags.
So,
I was like, Harry, you've only got one bag. Sure, you can carry it yourself.
So that's how you made me feel this weekend. It was supposed to be the best weekend of my life.
do you know what was funny is, right, when he video called me, right,
Yeah.
obviously his mates are in the background, it's just like noise, right, I can hear, and like punctuated with Harry every now and then, right?
Just vowels.
And then the second time he rang, his mate Andy went, "That's the second time you've called him."
Yeah. You just wants to talk to
I
you.
just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
And you've got
No,
no
what
time for me when I'm away.
No, but you're be present, be with your mates.
I'm so present. I'm that present. I'm like, oh, Harry needs to see what's going on because...
Are you stopping at little souvenir shops like, I'm going to get him something there, like, Lewis, we've got to go to the next bar, and you're like,
Wait.
yeah. I want to get this Belfast magnet.
Harry would love that.
Yeah, it's Titanic memorabilia. Please.
But no, well, I'm sorry it happened, Lewis.
Cheers, Ben. I'm glad that you're on my side with this.
I would have answered the call.
You were...
Next time,
Call me.
Yeah.
I'll present to be Harry. Like, oh yeah, I'm out in a comedy club.
Put on a little Harry.
Yeah.
Ben, I need...
This.
I'm texting you beforehand. Ben, can you be Harry? I want to ring you.
Yeah.
What was-
Hello.
You put a little wig on, which is like barely any hair on it.
I'll have no camera on. But, oh, sorry, I'm in the VIP
Sorry,
room.
can we just quickly... How long's left of this intro? Because it's gone so off-piste.
I can't put my camera on. I'm in a VIP room with all these celebrities. Oh. How's Bell? Oh, I don't care.
I'm just gigging.
Yeah, just gigging. Oh, when are you? Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Stay in Vegas. What was your weekend, Ben?
Went to Disbury Beer Festival on Friday.
How was that?
It was all right. It was just a lot of old fellas drinking.
What was the most interesting pint you had? That had a mad name.
I had an American brown ale. That was nice. I had a bit of a milkshake IPA as well.
That sounds horrific.
No, they do it wrong these days. Milkshakes.
A milkshake beer?
No.
That sounds horrific.
No, they used to be really good because they used to add loads of lactose to them, so they were like really smooth.
Right.
Now they just make them sweet and call them milkshake IPA.
Right.
I know a beer, mate.
Yeah, well,
I know a beer.
If someone went, there's an IPA over there, bit milkshakey,
Oh,
I'd
sorry.
be like, I'm all right.
Was it not called like Follow the Gulag IPA? So
Well,
you
no,
won't drink it.
I'm not
there's
thinking that. It's like the
you should drink this in the Gulag. Harry's like, oh, it's great, isn't it? Takes me back there
Oh, fucking hell.
to that book I read once.
Yeah.
Pour it out of a Kalashnikov.
And then I went to watch Stock Car with my dad on Saturday.
Stock car?
Yeah, stock car racing.
I've seen your video,
Yeah. Well, my dad loves it, and I pretend I like it. No, I don't mind it. It's just a lot of crashes, isn't there? I'm like, go on, flip them.
Right.
Sunday, what did I do on Sunday?
Watch United?
I watched United, so that was a waste of a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And then I moved the sofa.
You moved?
No, bed, not a sofa. Sorry, sofa bed. That's why. Hey, cuts myself. Yeah, because I was moving to the house, aren't I, in like January.
Oh, so you got your move date?
Yeah, so it'll be early January.
Nice.
Yeah.
For the listener or the viewer, if you weren't already aware, if this is your first time coming to the podcast, Ben had an offer accepted on a property, and he's moving in now early Jan.
Harry won't be. I'll be. Harry, do you want to come help me move? But sorry, I'm too busy.
Yeah. I think after that, what do I say?
What did you do this weekend?
What did I do?
Well, I was thinking. I just remembered that I've got like quite a good story from Belfast, and I feel like I'm going to have run out of time for the intro.
Tell the Faizan.
But I feel like
Probably
it'd
not
be
interesting.
I don't know what. Do we just keep rolling with this, or do we go again nice and quick? Because you got quite a bit of flack.
No,
then,
I
didn't
don't
you?
mind it. I think just tell the story.
Right, you think it's going to eat into the pod though? That's all I'm thinking.
Fine.
Well, I'll just tell that to the guests. Go, look, your story's now 15 minutes because Lewis has got a story about duty free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than duty free.
Is it?
Is it? Go on,
My
tell
mate
it quick, then
bombed
you're
me.
killing the time. The more time we're back and forth here, you're just like, shall I tell it? No, I'm not going to tell it.
Right, okay. Well, we were going from one bar to the next, right? And this was on... This might have been yesterday, actually, or the day before.
Don't sound like you.
Going from one bar to the next. We're walking, and one of the lads in front stops and goes, oh! And points, right, into like a fire door, and it has like a little bit of a shelter over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like when
yeah.
you're coming out of a building. And he's going, like, couldn't believe his eyes, and we're all thinking, what has he seen here? So we've gone over to this door. This is in middle of the day, this, and it was the biggest, thickest turd you'd ever seen.
Human poo.
Human.
Right.
It was unbelievable, the shape of this thing. Like, we were all a bit jealous of how good it looked. Do you know? But someone must have curled that out last night, and it was so dry and big and thick. It was like the perfect...
Oh.
You just lick your lips.
Yeah, no, because...
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Sorry, more.
I literally had dry lips. And the thing is, as soon as I did it, his eyes lit up. His eyes were like, he went, as if to be like, oh, I've got you. You love eating shit, you don't you,
Just
Do you
look at it.
want to see the size of it?
Yeah.
I don't want to see a poo.
No, seriously, mate.
No, he'll get erect.
Oh, seriously.
I'll become erect. I don't know if he'll get erect. Yeah.
You've got to see this here, because it genuinely...
I'd have it saved as a favourite if it's a shit like that.
It was next level.
Just for the listener, Lewis is currently scrolling to find a human shit on his phone.
I reckon can we put a picture up here on YouTube?
The thickness of that.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, it looks like a hedgehog.
It looks like a slug.
That is wild.
That is awful.
Do you know what that could either be a hedgehog or a doorstop.
Just a little picture with it there.
Oh, was it Danny who spotted it?
No, it was Hasty. It was Hasty who spotted it.
It looks like when I tried making bread.
Oh, mate. Look at the size of it.
Tiger
Bloody
poo.
hell.
Yeah, that is.
At what time at night are you doing that? You're not getting that out quick, are you?
In Belfast today, a group of boys found a bomb from World War II in the doorway.
Not after a Guinness as well.
I know, yeah.
It's a proper Guinness poo, that, isn't it?
Split the G on the poo.
Yeah. Split the tiles.
Shit the G, innit?
Shit the G, right. Ladies and gents, apologies for that absolute stinker of a story. Today's episode is with Faizan Shah. This is going to be all made up with Faizan Shah. Enjoy.
It's all made up again. Yeah. It's all made up again. It's all made up again. It's all made up again. Oh, yeah.
And we're off. I've got a little screen there. Just seen that. I can see you, Faiz.
You also see him there as well.
Yeah, but I prefer having this conversation. Yeah. You're not laughing in that
online
one.
thing
That's the
ever.
weird-
Like, yeah, you're in the room. I want to watch you through the fucking
exactly.
screen that I can see that.
It's not like I got what he wants throughout the whole podcast. How you doing, Faizan? It's good to have you on tonight.
It is Shah, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Shah.
Yeah, Faizan Shah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think it was?
I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, I've got 7 names.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Look
Now
at
we're
that.
talking. First
Yeah.
joke, you can have that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Are we in? Are we? Is this a soft start?
No, we can soft start it up if you
Okay,
want.
let's soft start it up. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's the opposite of a soft start.
No, it's not.
yeah.
Mate,
that was
that's
a
a hard
that
start.
was so hard that.
do you know what? I was actually just about to land into that, and then you
I
exactly.
just pulled the rug
Yeah,
underneath.
exactly. The runway that was a Kathmandu landing. With fucking just absolutely in pieces over the
Kathmandu.
side. Yeah,
Take a rip.
covered in prayer flags.
So I'd say, and we're back.
There we go.
There we go.
Go
There
on,
was
go on.
some energy on that.
Okay.
Go on, Ben. You bring us back
There's a
in.
lot of bass in that as well.
Thank you, mate. And we're back. I did it.
Oh, I think.
Yeah.
I love the fact that everyone was just in awe then. Yeah.
Are we back with Faizan Shah? Go on, you bring us
Oh
in.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot I had to say the guest.
Yeah, go on, one more time.
You've been here a while. So and we're back with Faizan Shah.
Hello.
How you
hello.
doing, fella?
I'm all right, mate.
That's, honestly, I don't think I should ever do it again.
I like that.
It's a pleasure to be here again.
It is.
So much energy compared to last time bringing you in.
Obs.
I know. And
How long ago was it? Last time you were here? A few months.
I think so.
summertime.
Right, can you remember the tale? What was the tale?
The tale involved.
Can you remember your story from last
Yeah,
time?
some desert in Mongolia.
Oh, there was
Army
such a good scene
person.
with Ray
the
Mears.
animals,
Yeah. Yeah, Ray Mears was involved.
pets were turning on their owners.
Yes.
Yes.
And the lead was
Ray
like
Mears, bushcraft. Can you not remember? He was suspended between two rocks by his penis, and he was going.
I don't know. I forgot that.
Bear Grylls was involved, and
he kept drinking piss, even when they had water.
Stop it there.
that was a brilliant one. We haven't clipped that. We haven't clipped those, but that in particular was so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should put that clip out. That
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
That's so funny. But yeah, it's good to have you back on.
Pleasure, mate. It's always a pleasure.
How's life been?
I don't know how much of this I want to share on the podcast, but not good. I'm actually feeling and looking the way I feel and look.
Okay,
So,
well, you got nice glasses, so.
cheers, mate.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that is that he knew how life's going because you told him earlier, but he still called you out on the podcast.
Yeah, but it's more the fact, like, gigging wise.
But also, you are now technically full-time comic, and that is something that we should be shouting from the rooftops.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
Anyone listening, watching, I'm available.
Yeah. But only for stand-up.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Things haven't gotten that bad. Shout me in the new year, maybe,
But you're out.
we can make a deal.
The last time I saw you, obviously, your house was getting sorted, your house is complete. Yeah.
All sorted.
Yeah, you had a good summer gigging.
Yeah, summer was good. I went to Albania.
you?
Which surprisingly is nicer than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
I mean, there or just on
No,
holiday.
just on holiday.
Nice, man, yeah.
Hella bunkers. And then loads of like Range Rovers with British number plates. And I was like, what's
Sorry,
going
you
on
went
here?
and looked at bunkers.
Yeah. Loads, like, there was loads of bunkers in that. So basically, like, they had a mad dictator.
Right.
As if there's any other kind. But
Yeah.
he's a very sensible dictator, that one. But like, he just like he believed in like the nuclear apocalypse happening, so he just built shit ton of bunkers all across the country.
Wow.
And like, you just walk, you basically, there's a joke like you can't go like 20 yards without being next to a bunker in like the capital city.
How
Like
effective?
you when you play golf.
Yeah. Because I weren't going to fist pump that, mate. You were like, yeah. It's a good thing these chairs can swivel. Oh, fuck.
Me being last choice again.
It's not that. I wonder how effective a bunker would actually be, because when you think of like nuclear warfare, it sounds like it's pretty horrific.
Yeah.
But then, to me, a bunker's got to be so far underground.
So it's something about like reinforced concrete being able to like absorb, not absorb, but like deflect it or some shit like that. And then also it's just like once you're in there, you can't fucking get out. So do you really want to be in there?
I was about to say, how long do you reckon you'd last in a bunker?
With you, you wouldn't last long, I'd tell you that.
I'd eat you.
Yeah, I'd say that.
You'd be licking your lips at me, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
I'd be applying my lip balm and doing kinesthetic exercises in the morning. Just,
Right,
what
I'll
they called?
ask you this.
Fuck it.
About lip balm. Harry's like, if he went on a date, if he put lip balm on, he wouldn't think it was weird. Do you think that'd be weird?
think that'd be a
If
bit
you whacked
weird.
out mid-date like some cherry lip balm, like...
Nah,
As a bloke doing that, I think that's just sending a
I'm
very
comfortable
strong
with myself,
message.
mate. If
How are you applying it though? Are you applying it with like a little Vaseline tub? You're
No,
rubbing
a
your
stick.
finger in there
a
and you're going,
stick and I extend it to its full capacity, and they're like, "Are you not worried that's going to break?" And I go, "I take fucking risks."
Yeah. And you like full on eye contact as well with your date. Like,
you're applying it from over here.
Yeah,
hope you like cherries.
yeah. Exactly.
The tube's only this big, but the stick's like 12 foot long. It's going this.
Also, I love those hand motions you're making. What the fuck is that?
Done with it,
The
though.
world's
Cheers.
biggest lip balm coming out.
It'll ask about it in bulk.
Be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Just got ages on it.
It's longer than the actual stick tube. It's
exactly.
weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd last well in a bunker.
You know,
No, I've not got the mental strength for that. I'd give up pretty soon.
I don't think I'd want to. I'd rather be outside and just be part of like, you know,
just accept.
just die, man. Like, you know what I mean?
I was listening to, like him or not, it was an interesting conversation. Donald Trump was on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day, and I listened to it as I was driving to and from a gig, and it's mad because obviously having a conversation for 3 hours, you're going to cover all these different bases, and Trump is his rhythm of speech is mental. Like he was describing, he said, he's a good guy. This other guy though, not good. Stupid guy, dumb guy. He's like an unwise guy. He's what I'd call an unwise man. And you're like, you just repeated what you said 3 times.
Reinforced it, yeah.
And he always says, is what I call. And you're like, yeah, I'm pretty
He's
sure
a
because
good
you're
guy.
fucked in the head,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
The real generals. He talks about ISIS, right? And he's like, you've got these generals in the army, and he goes, they're not the real generals. The real generals I had, we got rid of ISIS in record time. They were the real generals. These generals now, I'd fire them. I'd get rid of them all. And you're like, wow. But he was talking about concrete, okay? And there's a certain type of concrete, it's called like concrete 11, right?
Is this the one that? Go on.
Once you've put it up,
yeah.
you could fire a fucking laser at it. You could, honestly. Honestly,
You can blind the concrete or something.
mate, it ain't moving.
Impenetrable.
It is, yeah, it's just not moving. It is
I'm not fucking leaving.
It's like a red dot with some cat. Got
Yeah,
that.
do you know, ones that you get off the markets in France.
Yeah.
Stop moving.
Yo, this is well strong. There's shine a laser at it. Watch, nothing happened to it.
But he was saying they talking about nuclear. He was saying they build these nuclear plants, and in France, a lot of it's nuclear. But they'll build these tiny little plants, and then he was saying it's the best way to have energy effectively, right? But obviously, it's costly to build them. And he said, and if you build this
Plant.
Yeah, concrete 11. Okay, if someone comes around and looks at it, environmental wise, they can inspect it and go, it's a quarter of an inch off, and you've got to start basically from scratch because you can't then put another layer on. It has to be bond together.
Yeah.
But it's like you've now got this thing that you then can't get rid of. And I was just sat there thinking, like that's insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've created something which is indestructible.
Yeah.
And it'll never ever leave the earth.
I feel like Donald Trump is concrete 11.
Yeah.
That's how my mum and dad must feel.
I would.
Would you?
Create something indestructible.
yeah. I would love for concrete. I'd love for Concrete 11 to feature in the story today somehow because it's just such a good name, that isn't it?
Yeah.
Concrete 11.
Yeah.
We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
Well, like
11 is where
11's where it kicks off in Stranger Things as well.
Well, WD-40. That took them a while.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, it took them 39 times.
Think about
UB40.
UB40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many band members.
Red beer, red wine.
The B-52s.
Yeah.
Blink 182.
Blink 182.
Yeah, hundreds of
They had to
them.
blink 181 times before they got to
Yeah.
it.
Do you say about it being like I read this week, the Channel Tunnel, when they built that. So they built that from France and England, and they met in the middle. But apparently when they met, they were like a foot off. So that's like one of them. There was a big argument of who was going to go back.
We'll start again.
Yeah, because it was a foot off and it couldn't be. Like,
I bet it was the French who were off.
I don't know.
I bet
I'm not
it
going to
was.
make any
They were
assumptions.
probably late as well.
Yeah, probably. They made a big deal out of it anyway.
Of
But
course
no,
they-
yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, they don't mind going backwards with French, mate.
You speak it. Clementine is on the mixing desk today, who was raised in France. So I can imagine if you had a
Were you
mic.
actually raised in France?
Yes.
Oui.
Oui. Je suis désolé, je ne parle pas français, monsieur le président.
Look at you, then.
Was that real or was that just
Yeah,
sound?
I basically said, I'm very sorry, I don't speak French, Mr. President.
But you also spoke it.
So if I ever meet the president of France, that's
Yeah.
going to come in handy.
Mr. Macron.
I don't
Is that his
like
name?
Yeah, Emmanuel.
Macron. Yeah, that's what Reebok were named after him, wasn't it?
Dude, he's like,
Fuck off.
That's who the Reebok Stadium, Bolton. It changed
Oh,
to
right.
the Macron, and it's because of President Macron.
He owns
no,
it.
what?
That's not true.
No, that can't be true.
He's making it up.
Macron's got to be a sponsor. That can't be. The French president is not sponsoring Bolton fucking Wanderers,
He's a
bro.
big fan of Bolton.
It's called the One Sheet Stadium.
Yeah.
Tough sheet.
No, tough sheet.
All right. Well,
That's why it's tough sheet if you shit.
yeah.
Is it actually called a tough sheet?
Yeah.
Tough
Tough
sheet
Sheet
Stadium.
Stadium.
That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
got changed to. It
That's
was
a fall from grace.
Reebok, then Macron, then the University of Bolton Stadium, and then Tough Sheet Stadium.
All
It's
right.
gonna be all made
So
up
somehow, Tough Sheet isn't the worst one. How do you get sponsored
And then-
by the University of Bolton?
In-
Also, who from the University of Bolton's like marketing team was like, yeah, we should sponsor the local football team
Where you
and
doing
name
your
the stadium.
seminars. Yeah. University of Bolton Stadium.
Yeah. The,
In the away end.
Open your books.
that is such a funny thing, yeah.
Bolton, we're Barbie.
Shall we get into today's story?
Yeah.
I think we
we should,
should.
yeah.
Get us into it.
Ladies and gents, this is going to be All Made Up with Faizan Shah.
Enjoy.
It's all made up, baby.
Let's get into the story. I'm ready for
You
it.
guys are so good.
I'm ready for it. So,
Because I've been on some terrible podcasts.
Have you?
Some of them were my own.
That's funny. Yeah. I like that.
well, today we're in the writer's room. Chaps, we're in the writer's room. Faizan, you're our lead writer. You've had the song and dance before, but I'll go through it again for the viewers. Faizan is our lead writer. We're his assistants, and we're going to be building a story together. In front of him, there are 3 pots, which are starting sentences, ending sentences, and curve balls and swerve balls to send the story in different directions. But before we jump into that, we build a character, don't we?
We do.
So, Faizan, today, what would you like your character to be called?
A 31-year-old Asian guy called Faizan, whose life is a complete mess.
Right, okay. So we're going
So we got
meta.
his age.
I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We got his name, and we've got his emotional state. Okay.
And his ethnicity.
And his ethnicity.
What does he look like?
Respectable. What?
Respectable.
Bis-
That's like it's being respectable, but with glasses.
yeah. Right.
Respectable.
He wears glasses.
I think I said mistakes and all that. I don't think that's a word.
In my head, I was like, am I saying vasectomy? What the fuck
Yeah.
is going on? This is way too much information. He wears glasses.
Yep.
Kind of got a homeless vibe, but
A homeless vibe.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he looks like he's got a job.
And has he had a vasectomy?
Yeah.
So that is a good point. What job does he have?
What job does he have? Right.
Or does he not have a job?
Nah, he's trying to find himself.
Trying to find himself.
Yeah,
He's
so
trying to find him.
yeah, he's looking.
He's
at
on a
news.
gap year.
Nice.
31 gap year.
That's right.
31-year-old gap year.
Nothing wrong with that. You got any questions?
No, I think that's he's searching for something new. It's a good place to start a story. I think with
Yeah.
like a he's it's like start a good film, isn't it? Like, oh, you're fired, and then
Yeah, so
ready for something massive.
So maybe we figure out where he was fired from or let go from, or where was he working?
You said his life's a mess. So what is the mess currently?
So, the job that he always wanted, right? The job he thought was what was going to fulfill him, doesn't fulfill him.
Okay.
So he's just like, forget this. And then also like some relationships break down and like within his like personal life. So he's like, full on crisis.
Yeah.
Like, who am I bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's gone full Jackie Chan.
So let's go specifics on a job though. So what job did he think was the one? And it just
Finance. Let's go with finance.
Okay.
He's in
Yes.
finance. Because that's where most people was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Is this it?
He thought that money didn't fulfill him. Like
Yeah,
it's that
exactly,
thing like you start
exactly.
that job and like you want to be like you think you're gonna be the Wolf of Wall Street, but then that
Yeah,
show's
yeah.
just
So was it like stocks? Was it accounts? Was it
Yeah, he's a stockbroker.
sales?
He was a stockbroker.
Stockbroker. Right. Okay.
And perhaps he's left the job and his partner left because she was money motivated.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
just
And
thinking.
that his worth as a man was like,
attached to
and
it.
he didn't realize that. And then the moment he quit his job, his missus just went, nah, can't do this.
Yeah.
Because it is an interesting thing, I think, where if you met someone new for the first time, right, there's different questions are asked for different people. Like, if amount of times I've come across it where if a girl meets a guy, they'll ask, what do they do as a job?
Yeah.
And
Pretty common question that.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But
it's not
the
interesting.
idea of like, if someone's a high earner,
Yeah.
like in a sense, there's a bit more security with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an attractive quality. If someone earns a lot of money, of course, it's an attractive quality, isn't it? Like it's a
For some,
Yeah.
But for your character, it was like they were making decent dough, and then it was like, you know what, this isn't me. This.
Yeah.
What are they wanting something different? Do you know what I mean? Is it like I'm going to go and become an artist? I'm going to become and do pottery. Like, what is it? What if finance didn't fulfill them? What do you think?
So
might?
he never knew. So that's the thing where like he just got caught in the rat race. And
Right.
he's like, I'm just chasing money. And then that didn't fulfill him. And he's like, what is it that I actually...
he's 31 as well. He's still got loads of time.
Yeah, but if you don't know what you want, that's a pretty difficult place to be in for a character that we're going to build.
better than 41.
Mm-hmm.
Better than 41. That's what he says
Yeah.
when he meets people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, go on.
Okay. And what's his what's his daily routine now then? If he's not
Yeah.
going to work,
It's just he's just going to the gym and doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
yeah.
nice.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
he's fully lost the plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just wears a gi everywhere.
He's
and they're
listening to
like,
Joe Rogan a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, he's-
Keeps referring to himself as a lone wolf.
Yeah. Wow.
He takes a lot of lion's mane.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are so funny. Them fucking them gimps that take their mushroom gummies.
Yeah.
Um,
They're like, within 2 weeks, you could look like this. And I was like, trust me. If that was the
Have
case,
you seen those Alex Jones adverts?
He's nuts.
Where you'll go, I've taken this vitamin and it's completely changed my life. And he'll go, I'll do a before and after.
It's redder.
And it's exactly the same. He's just redder in the other one.
But
Like, what the fuck?
maybe he's in like a position now though where it's like because he doesn't know what he wants, he gets sort of like sucked into like promoting. You know, like these mushroom gummies is like
Dirty.
it's like
That's what they're called.
it's susceptible to like, oh, you know what, that actually seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
He's getting a bit of like respect from the people in the gym because he's there a bit more. Start selling these, mate.
Is he talking about that?
Yeah, that's how they talk in this gym. They go,
When's
You're
the last
not a
time? When's the last time you went into a gym?
because they're like, he's pumping iron, right?
He's in a gym where lads are openly using steroids. And he's walking in with
Sounds like
mushroom gummies
Yeah.
and being like, "You gotta get on these."
He's gone into a Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym and gone, lads, do you want to try these gummies?
He's seeing this guy working out, and obviously, but he doesn't look that happy, and he's gone, mate, yo, rip you. Try these, like, gummies, and sell them if you want as well.
Why does he sound like he's on crack?
I don't know.
Why does he sound like he's on crack?
Is it Faizan sounds like that, or is it the guy?
No, the guy who's selling it, the guy who's like,
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's approached the character. Okay, I thought the character sounded like a
the
crackhead
character
going,
doesn't sound like
What? Get on
No.
He's an ex-heroin dealer.
No, he's got like, look, I seen you working out, and I seen that you've not been like doing finance much, so I used to. You used to bring clients in here, and I used to think he's got his shit together, but sometimes you don't know what people are going through, do you? So maybe try these gummies out if you like them, sell them, we'll make some cash. Yeah. Just as like a character.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
So he tries these
gummies.
gummies.
Yeah,
and
man.
Yeah.
Maybe-
So, and how good is he at jiu-jitsu, just out of interest?
So he's been training jiu-jitsu since he was like in his late teens.
So is he like a black belt?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Do they have
Let's
belts?
go.
Do they have belts in jiu-jitsu?
Pretty sure-
You
they
get
do.
belts, yeah.
Is it belts,
Pretty
is
sure
it?
they do.
Yeah.
No, I've never done it. I'm
You
just
get-
a street fighter.
You get to the level where you're just hard as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Just fucking
What belt is it?
northern fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu dojos. Like, yeah. We don't do belts. Right? You're either hard as fuck or you're a soft lad, and that's it.
It's embroidered into the belts. It's like, you know when it's like third dan?
Yeah, and there's no H on it. It's just a massive A. Hard as fuck.
Two S's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay, so he's into his Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He's been given these mushroom gummies.
Yeah.
He goes home. What's his apartment looking like, or house? What is he?
So he's still, everything's like cool because obviously, like, you know, he's got money saved up. So
is it a house?
Yeah. He
Right.
lives in a 3-bedroom semi-detached house.
Right.
Nice.
Right. Okay.
Turned his lounge into an octagon.
Where his mates come over and they're all
all the
fucking
walls.
fighting his lounge.
He's replaced all the walls with just like mesh.
Yeah.
His dad's like, you'll never get wardrobes for this room.
Yeah.
You'll never get them in here. You have to get them fitted.
Imagine that, an octagon in the living room.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah, it's like a pit when you get into it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Fights himself.
Yeah.
Even when he gets home, he's just doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But I think maybe sometimes people grasp to something that they're like, this just feels a bit familiar, but it might not be the real me, but it's like I've got control over it in a way that it's just a bit of a coping mechanism.
This is it.
yeah,
So people get invested in something.
That's
don't
one of
they?
his moves.
And
Coping
he's
mechanism.
got free time now, so he's like, you know, I might as well keep myself occupied by just like continuously doing what I've been doing since I was like in my late teens.
I like the idea of the octagon in the living room, but there's a cutout for the TV, so that when there's live
UFC.
MMA on, he's in the ring as if like he's, you know what I mean? He's like sort of imagining.
This guy's getting fucking more and more delusional by the second.
Is it? Yeah. Well, I think the mushrooms are sort of like tripping balls a bit as well. But
Yeah, because a crackhead gave it to him. So
I think that's enough to start a story with, I think.
I think
deep understanding now the character anyway.
so. Just to recap, he's called Faizan.
Yep.
He lives in a semi-detached house, 3-bedroom, octagon in the living room.
Yep.
He also hits the gym a lot to do
Absolutely.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And he started taking mushroom gummies off a guy called
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
And where's it set, actually? Sorry, we never asked you where it's set. Is it set in Manchester?
Yeah, let's go Manchester.
Right,
Manchester,
okay.
right, okay.
Yeah. I like the fact that he spends more time rolling than he does walking. You know what I mean? Like he's pound and ground, he's fucking deadly.
He just goes to Tesco on his arse.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Just like that is
Can't get anything on like this third shelf. He has to get people to help him. He's
Yeah.
like, no.
that is funny.
Get your club card, of course.
yeah. Right. Okay. let's dip into these pots, shall we? So, Faizan, pick out 2 green ones, and one's going to be plotline A and plotline B, and then we just pick which is our favourite out of that. So, where there is a blank, say Faizan.
This one says Faizan had just been accepted into uni.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Faizan was being hunted by their father.
Faizan was being hunted by the father.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is making sense now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I like this.
His dad is double hard.
That's why he started in his teens, because his dad was a bit abusive, and he was like, "I need to learn how to defend myself."
Yeah. Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Well, I think his dad could be a bit more. There could be a much more deeper and much more exciting than that. His dad could be like someone really dangerous.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, I think that. But we'll get the end anyway.
Yeah. Well, what I was. Yeah. Go on. Let's get the ending, Faizan. So one of the red ones, yeah. And this is going to be where the story ends.
They knew exactly whose pubes were in the kitchen sink.
I like that.
Right, lads, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you on this.
Too much again in here. You know what I mean? Oh, they're Lewis's.
Okay. So the first line was, they're being hunted by their father.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this something that I want to establish? Like, is it hunted in a way where they want to reconnect, or is it hunted like, I'm going to kill you?
Nah, I hunted like they want to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So wait, what? Like for me, it's like,
What's the motive?
what's the motive for the dad wanting to kill the son? Like, and at what age did this start?
So when he was a kid, his dad was like abusive towards him, and then also his siblings, and then his dad he snitched on his dad, and his dad got sent to prison.
Right. Witness protection almost.
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And, his dad was just his dad got like a really long sentence, and he'd completely forgotten about it. And then now his dad's out of prison.
Do you know
so he's
what?
hunting him.
I've just had an idea here, right? So yeah, I like that plot.
I've got something after you as well.
Yeah, but the reason he's stuck at started jiu-jitsu is because he knows his dad's going to be released, and it's like, have you ever seen that film, The Manchurian Candidate, where they like activate?
Yeah.
I think that's his dad being released from prison is him like activating to the point where it's like, I'm now lethal.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like John Wick.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay.
And then also him quitting his job kind of coincides with his dad's release date, because he kept tabs with like how long his dad got
Imagine
sentenced
that.
for.
Why have you handed your notice in? I'm going to kill my dad.
He's gonna kill me. Who knows?
Yeah. Your exit interview was a bit strange.
But also, I'm thinking if his dad's been like inside all this time, he hasn't got any money, and he's made plenty of it in finance. So maybe.
So there's more resentment building and all that stuff. And then also like he wanted his wife to kind of leave him to a degree to kind of protect her as well. So he kind of like set the scenario up that like, you know, everything that he had to lose, he'd lose before his dad got out of prison.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So he's sort of one step ahead in a way, isn't he? He's sort
Sorry,
of,
just to clarify.
Name's Faizan, he's a smart guy.
He's protecting his wife by getting her to leave him.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Because
she's
he
not in
knows.
Yeah.
So she's not in the same house, and like, you know, she goes and lives with her parents or whatever she does. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she's away out of the.
It's so fun.
Can we just put a name? Can we just put a name on her?
I don't know, man. Like,
Magellan.
Go on.
yeah, just think of a like mad name.
What about Dana?
Dana. There we go.
Dana
It's
White.
like a name
Yeah,
White.
Dana,
Hella butch. Like.
So I think you gonna say something. No, so I think the story like starts with him like reading in the paper that like his whole office has been like battered.
Oh, it's been torched.
Yeah, because like, he's left.
After he's left,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
There's been like
and
an
he's like,
incident,
God.
like security's been, like police have been called, and like some guy's been like fucked up.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Old Boy?
No, go on.
Fucking great film. Like it's a Korean film, right? And it's about a guy who gets trapped in a room for 15 years and then he's released and he goes on this fucking rampage to find out why he's been trapped in this room and like the person behind it. I imagine because I've got a very clear idea. If you've seen John Wick, it's a very similar kind of like this guy that just kills 100 people and never has any scratches at the end. Well worth watching. But yeah, he finds out his office is being battered, right?
Torched.
Yeah, and his dad's released. I think he goes through like a wardrobe, right? Opens it, and you see like a full gi is like laid out like samurai armor.
Yeah.
And he's like, right, puts his tie down, ties like quick shots of like that, and he's like because he knows it's coming.
He's walking around with a karate belt on.
Yeah, he's got his gi on. He's like,
I don't want the office building to be torched. I want the dad to have gone round and battered everyone in the office. So
Right.
it's like he's like just incapacitated all of them. You know?
Yeah.
I think
So
it's
his
pretty
dad's like on a comparative level of like martial arts.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think all
Fair,
the
fair,
desks are
fair.
in half because he's gone.
Yeah.
Like all the desks like no, they're all in half.
Yeah.
okay,
His dad's like evil Chuck Norris. That's right.
Exactly.
just destroying furniture.
Yeah,
It's on the desk he used to sit on.
yeah.
Right. Okay. So
No, all my things.
he's chopped everything up. And has he heard about this?
He has a little joke as well though, because like he goes in like an elevator first, and he goes "Hwah!" towards the elevator door, but it's like it's
Yeah.
already in half. That's
Yeah,
just him
yeah.
having a bit of fun
Yeah.
before he goes up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
destroys things.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. 'Cause I quite like the image of
It's a really bad guy. He's really he likes a joke.
But no, like the idea of
Ah.
imagine that's the shot, right? So like everyone's queuing to go into the office, right? And they're like, "Who's this guy?" And he's like, and then he gets into the lift, right? And they're all like dead quiet, like just thinking they're going to work. And he's like, and then it opens again.
Right.
And then when he walks out, it's like.
Yeah.
And then you see him walking back into the lift, and he goes like that again. The door's open, and behind him, there's just like limbs everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then he gets back in it. He's covered in blood, and he does it again. Gets off, and then walks out, and that's the start of his dad coming back into the world.
Just that little bit of fun.
Yeah.
So like part of me also thinks like when he goes up in the lift and he goes to the floor that he works on, everyone's just like this hustle and bustle. Everyone's just doing office based shit, and then one guy just comes up to him and goes like, "Who are you?" And then he goes on his rampage.
Yeah,
Just
Just
Bang, 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 bang. Yeah,
just
exactly.
takes his head off.
Yeah.
anything that's already in half, he has that little joke with like,
Yeah.
like goes Subway and that, and like gets a foot long.
Don't cut it.
Just going around snapping everything in half with his hands, like
Leave
because
it.
he's also been training.
He goes, Subway, and they go, don't. As a segue, he goes, leave it. And then he just goes, and she goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
And but it's the neatest cut you've ever seen as well.
He's like the butchers, and he's like, how much ham?
He does it with the Subway, and he sort of like hits it, and then it just sort of like falls apart sideways. You know what I mean? It's like it just sort of goes.
I love the fact that he's just fucked up an entire office and then gone to Subway.
That is mad. That his hand is effectively just like a Swiss
He's
Army
just
knife.
knives, mate.
Yeah.
He's Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
This
So
way.
funny.
Yeah, he's been filing it the whole time in prison.
Yeah, he's been in prison. He's been training for this for ages.
He's
Have you
made
ever
his
seen-
skin so callous.
Have you ever seen Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Do you know when they're slicing the garlic and it's like
Oh yes,
and
he's salting it, it melts.
Yeah, he's just like doing that. So he's this thing
Yeah, man.
is it's like a katan.
yeah.
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 Right?
No, like when the people play guitar and they get like really hard fingers.
Yeah.
Callous,
I think that's what he's done. Like
Yeah.
I think it's like sharp.
It's really coarse.
Yeah.
Strike matches off it.
And that's why he needs to wear his armor because like his dad's got sharp hands.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So at this point, we've just seen his dad obviously smash up this office. Watch out. And what?
Watch out!
Watch out.
Watch out!
Where is Faizan now? So he went back home. He put his gi on,
Yeah, man.
and what is he doing right now?
He's in his house. He's found out what's happened in the office, and
Right.
he knows like the news is like really like cryptic and like shit happened in an office, but he knows what's
Yeah.
actually happened.
Yeah.
So he's like he goes into his closet, he starts putting his shit on, and he starts to like he basically leaves the house and like goes to his.
Does his dad reach out to him? Like, is there a message left in the office which like the news coverage he goes or is it a case of his dad like, I know where you are and I'm coming?
So he leaves a message in the office,
Right.
Because he's got no means of contact. Like he doesn't. His dad still doesn't know where he lives or anything like that.
Okay.
If anything, he went to the office to kind of find out.
Yeah.
Firstly, he thought he'd be working there anyway, but like he's not working there anymore. So in the office, he like doesn't like fully fuck someone up. He basically gets information.
That's
out
so
of
funny that he's gone to the office, basically battered HR,
Yeah.
and they're like, "This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable."
But
Okay.
basically, he sort of knows where his son is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
He
like,
knows.
"I'm
He
coming
knows.
for you."
Yeah, he knows his address now. After the office, he knows where he lives.
Yeah.
Has Faizan got any allies in this? Like,
So
what
he's-
about Mushroom Man?
So he's got a little brother.
All right.
Right? He's got a little brother, but like he also just wants to protect his little brother because his little brother like never knew exactly the way his dad was, so he kind of like protected him from it.
Yeah.
So his little brother never prepared for anything. He just thought
His little brother went and visited his dad in prison all the time. just like, Dad,
Yeah.
oh my God, you look so good.
Yeah. Also, stop cutting me every single time you shake my hand.
Yeah.
Lost 3 fingers.
He sat behind the only sheet of glass that's just covered in like scratch marks because he's like trying to put
Yeah,
his,
is that have you seen Hancock?
yeah.
Yeah.
Where he just does that,
Yeah.
like around the thing, and then goes, "Fuck off."
yeah. That's what I imagine. His dad is a bit like Hancock, but like he's a cock.
yeah,
dad-
he's a knobhead.
His dad's cell is actually made out of concrete 11 because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
because he just keeps destroying
Yeah.
every bit of
Yes,
like
yes,
yes.
confinement.
It was
he's in.
actually a start of a nuclear plant that was a quarter of an inch less than what it should have been.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we might as well put this to use and we'll just build a prison around it and have this one cell for someone that is lethal.
and it's Faizan's
This
dad.
is
in
this
this
is turning into
scenario.
Justice League. real
Concrete
fucking
11
quick.
cuffs.
Yeah, well, I think he's been building like a holiday home, maybe that is like, and maybe that's where he's going to go to now.
Yeah,
He's been building it for like years. This out of concrete 11. He knows that that's the only thing that's going to stop his dad. So maybe, maybe he's like gone to the coast and he's like, I know my dad's going to find me, but I want to be ready for him.
So he's built.
he's got
like,
concrete 11 nunchucks.
I reckon
Okay.
is his base this like little concrete 11 structure which is built in prep of his dad coming out. Is it in Albania? Is it in an Albanian bunker or is it in the UK?
No, it's in
Manchester
the
stuff?
UK. It's
Right.
in the UK.
Okay.
Right,
Just trying to like
yeah.
weave
Yeah.
a bit of
I love
like.
the fact that you and he's just like, that is 100% in the UK. You were like, okay, yeah.
You know what I do with my hands?
No, mate, this bunker is inside the M60. All right.
I'm sort of moulding the story
Yeah.
with my hands around the mic.
Last week, right? I swear to God, he's talking, and he did this with the mic. He was like, so, and I was like, what was that? And he's just like, just so, and it was like, I was like, you just groomed the mic. It was horrible.
He's just pushing the mic's hair back. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Just putting it that little bit behind its ear. What were you saying?
So we're at the point where he's heading towards his little fortress, right?
Yeah, man.
Let's get a curveball in there. Let's shake this story up.
Both freaks, you two. He's licking his lips and you're set up to
Caressing
the
mics.
Oh yeah.
They found a diary filled with dark secrets in the old chest.
They found
A diary
a diary filled
filled
with
with
old.
dark secrets in the old chest. Did you hear any of that? You just, do you know when like a kid has to learn their lines in drama and they're like, they found an old diary in a dark chest.
In a chest with dark secrets.
They found a diary filled with dark secrets in the old chest.
Yeah.
literally written there.
Okay.
Right, so go on.
where do you think they found this? Have they found it?
Who found it?
Yeah.
So he found it.
Who?
Sorry, no, he didn't find it. His little brother showed it him, right?
Can we put a name on the brother as well? Just for
Daryl.
Daryl. Right. Okay.
Daryl.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a lot of D words now, right? But like he goes and sees his brother, and his brother's like, "Oh, he's not that bad," and he pulls out this diary, and it's like the entire thing is like a massive misunderstanding.
Right.
So like, his dad wasn't like everything that he thought he was. His dad was like mistakenly put in prison, and like everything that he thought his dad wasn't real.
So all the abuse that he saw as a child
yeah,
was gaslighted.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
precisely. Yeah.
Okay.
His mum's still
I'm
alive.
not actually hitting your mum.
Yeah. So his mum's actually still alive. He thought he killed his mum, but his mum's still alive.
His mum and dad sound horrible.
Yeah, well, you know,
Well,
it's dark secrets, mate. You know
this
what I
is
mean?
it. Dark secrets. Yeah.
In an old chest.
Well,
So his mum and dad have had like it's like a WrestleMania type. That's what I imagine. Like the theatrics of this, it looks real, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
What
like,
was it? What would have been the motive for him to sort of be pretending that he's being abusive?
well, I think that he's sort of like saved the lads from the mum.
It was the mum and like
The mum's the real, like, and that's and maybe his motive actually is, I need to find my son because I know that when I get out, the mum's going to be after him as well.
Yeah.
right.
You know, like, it's like,
And yeah, and it's her pubes in the sink. That makes me
and that's the end. Thank you very much for listening, everybody.
exactly.
That's following up with Faizan Shah.
That ending's fucking killed this.
He goes back to his flat. He's like, I think I'm safe. Goes to brush his teeth. Fuck, that's mum's muff.
Yeah.
And then she kills him.
I recognise that muff anyway.
That's Rachel's muff.
It's back combed.
Don't put hairspray on it. Don't put hairspray on it.
That is funny.
Right. So let's have a bit of seriousness here now, lads. Come
Sorry.
on. Right. So what we're saying is, little brother has this diary,
Yep.
and it's his dad's diary.
Yeah.
And he says to his older brother Faizan, look, Dad actually wasn't that bad. If you look at the notes, it was actually Mum who was the nasty one, and you're just remembering it wrong.
And his mum going, I'm evil. I'm evil.
Because, right, okay. So at this point, what is he thinking? Because Faizan still, I'm guessing, isn't going to accept it straight away.
No, so he's having a full-on crisis right now. So like he's because everything that he's built his entire psyche on for the last 15 years has been around this idea that his dad is abusive. He's going to come out.
He just exited his partner of his life.
And then also the fact that his dad went into the office and just fucked everyone up, and he's like, he's completely conflicted because why would a man do that who's not he's apparently a good man, like all along he was a good man.
How about this then? So it's actually a plant from the dad.
Right.
So the dad's it's like fresh ink. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That's fresh ink.
So smudgy is that.
Yeah, that is fresh ink, that.
No, but right. Like, this is the image I had in my head.
This isn't even old. Someone's had a piss on this.
Yeah. This is genuinely the image I had, and we don't have to go with this, but essentially, so Faizan takes the diary, and he goes, "Thanks, Daryl, for this. I'm gonna have a think about it though." And he walks out, leaves the house, and then a sort of frightened expression goes on Daryl's face, and then you hear footsteps walk up behind him, and then just a chop to the neck.
Yeah. Cuts him in half.
Him in half. His dad
kills his own son.
Kills his son.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just a trick to try and get even closer to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're just.
It's up to you. You're the lead writer, mate.
So is it Daryl who gets killed?
Daryl's just been killed.
Yeah.
It was.
I think he does it lengthways as well.
Turns him into sushi.
just falls apart like it's soup. And then his dad's revealed behind him. That's how they see Imagine that scene.
Exactly.
That is, I can imagine that red line, and it just
Yeah.
He goes, Faizan.
So he's at the door. Like Faizan's leaving. He's like Daryl's at the door, just seeing him out.
Yeah.
And then Faizan turns around, just for one last time to say it's all right, nice seeing you, mate, and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
But he gets chopped in half and his dad's behind.
Oh,
Okay.
so we see. So it's then
Yeah, he's seen his little brother get chopped in half after he had been defending the same guy.
Yeah.
okay.
Whoa.
So
So now they're just in the street of Manchester, pretty much like Western style, isn't it?
with the northern quarter spinning fields, what part of town?
Yeah.
Spinning.
Yeah, I'm not just outside Australasia, just fucking giving it a beans.
Jujitsu.
And he's like, don't hit the library.
He's outside the Ivy. Cool, let's have it.
What part of Manchester is it?
Piccadilly Gardens.
Do you know what
That
I'm
little
thinking?
mushroom man's
I'm
going.
thinking area, so I'm thinking Newton Heath. Right.
Okay.
He's in Newton Heath and Mustard.
Right, okay.
Lots of fathers and sons fighting around there.
Yeah. You never loved
There's a
me.
lot of custody battles, a lot of
exactly.
spousal abuse happening.
Yeah, welcome to Newton Heath. Okay, so they're fighting.
Well, they're not fighting yet.
They're not
I think
fighting yet,
they're
they're
at
not
the.
fighting.
They're at. It's like a standoff sort of
Yeah.
moment at the moment. Is it one of them where they just look at each other and Faizan sort of backs away and he doesn't get chased? Do you know what I mean? Is it
Oh, yeah, maybe.
one of them where it's like, okay,
Yeah, he's letting you know.
Yeah.
I can do this.
You're
to you.
reachable.
yeah.
And on top of that, he's his dad just starts taking the piss out of his son and how easy it
I
was
thought
to
he meant
manipulate
Daryl
him.
is just
Right.
picking him up off
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
Just-
No, not in that way. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Okay, so I think, I think,
Look at him. Look.
do you know what he's doing? He's getting each side. He's getting his son, playing them like puppets against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, did you die? My dad chopped me up. And that is so disturbing.
So fucking
for Faye.
macabre, but
That is
also
so disturbing
fucking
for Faizan. He's like, he goes, you're a monster. And then he's like, so he turns it and he goes, oh, thanks for a monster. And then he runs out of fear. And just like my dad is, he's unstoppable.
He just played my brother as a puppet.
Yeah.
And he says, he's half the man I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice little line.
Yeah, and then he's
So he runs to Salford Quays.
He runs. I think he runs to his Concrete 11.
Concrete
bunker.
11 bunker. But
Yeah.
before getting there, he ends up at Salford Quays. He's looking at Old Trafford and he's thinking about
Fucking
everything.
hell! I hope they win.
He's got,
He's getting final goals today.
He's like 10 arg out, right? Like, fucking,
that's so funny.
my dad's
Yeah.
just killed my brother, but like, fuck me.
Walking around the megastore covered in cladders.
I hope Luke Shaw's not injured again because I'm not having Amrabat at left back again.
Okay,
Right,
so
he's headed to his Concrete 11 bunker.
Concrete 11 bunker. He's like, safety first now. I got to think about what I need to do to fight this fucking mad cunt who's fucking chopping people in half
saying
all
that
across
to himself
Manchester.
as he's walking.
Yeah, he's like, I'm hard as fuck, but this is fucking next level. I've got
His
to.
mate from the gym's there going, oh, you're going to fight him.
Well, I think on his way back, he's sort of been walking. He's been stressed, like, I'm a
Yeah, man.
this guy, and then he checks his pockets in his gi, and the mushrooms are there, what he got offered from the gym earlier on.
Yeah.
And he just canes a few, just for sort of settle him a bit.
Yeah.
But obviously they're a bit potent, these, and they sort of maybe enhance him.
Well, they've got lion's mane in them, haven't
Yeah.
they? And maybe he has that much that he fucking thinks he's a lion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might be a bit mad that, but
But because the crackhead gave him to him, they're not like, regular flipping.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Regular vitamins.
Like, take you and you become like part of the pride.
I'm in the jungle.
Yeah. I got him off my Uncle Scar.
But that is like, when you see people talking, it's like above the head. Like, it's like a thought of what they've had before.
yeah,
just
That's
a little,
his...
It's a little mank with a painted on lion's face. in like a dreamscape.
Try battery acid.
Yeah.
It's just a lion from Madagascar talking to him.
Right, so he's reached Concrete 11,
man.
his little
Yeah,
bunker. Let's get a little
Curveball.
curveball in there, a yellow one. Oh, wow. I feel like we're building here.
It's funny then when you went, oh, it might be a bit out there. And we literally just had him chopped in half. You're just being like, might be a bit too much that.
They found a mysterious, untraceable phone in the glove compartment.
They found a mysterious, untraceable phone in the glove compartment.
Perhaps
Oh, nice.
the person that finds his phone is the dad rather than the son.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'm just thinking if he's made like he's ran for it, right? But before, the location they were at was where did he find that chest? Because he must have been at a location,
He was at his little brother's house.
right? So maybe he finds the phone, and that is what's going to take him to Concrete 11.
Right. Okay.
So like that was like the bat phone, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
For the brothers, like if you like, God forbid, like you
Yeah.
lose everything, like just pick up this phone and like ring me and I'll be there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What happens is he's at Concrete 11 and he's took these lion's mane gummies and he's like, fucking hell, mate. Like,
So he's a crackhead as well now.
no, he's just took him and it's like, it's like making him, tripping him out a little bit. And he reaches for his phone and he's like, fucking hell, where is it? And then you see a flashback and Daryl's sort of like pinched it for his dad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He sort of
yeah,
like
yeah.
had a little like, shit, yeah, or did I leave it on the side?
Yeah.
And he thinks, fuck, dad has the phone,
Yeah.
traces like where he might be, or like checks where he's going to go next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then chops the phone in half.
Yeah, exactly. Takes the SIM card out and just goes,
Chop the phone in half.
swallows it, doesn't need to. Heads over to Concrete 11. Can his dad fly?
Nah, he's getting on the fucking tram, mate.
He gets the tram there
He's
in the
getting on
gate.
the pink line.
And some lad goes, have you got a ticket? And he just fucking chops him.
chops him in
No,
half.
he gets to the tram doors and he goes, has a little laugh with the tram door.
Yeah, okay. So where
Sees a
is
bendy buzz.
where is Concrete 11?
You don't get bendy buses. When's the last time we saw a bendy bus?
He's got rid of him.
The airport,
Yeah. Chopped him in half.
Yeah.
That's actually Ben. I'm at the airport. I think you're talking shit there.
Well, no, I'm just last time I was there, I got on a bendy bus going to and from.
Yeah, that mate in town.
All right.
They used to have them in town, didn't they?
Yeah. They were at one point, they were on about getting double-decker bendy buses.
That is wild.
Yeah.
that's
A
fucking
double-decker
mad.
bendy bus.
Can you imagine that?
Sounds like a chocolate
That's
bar.
just like basically licensed to fucking kill people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
I got on a V2 the other day. Magic that. in town in like half an hour as well. Good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, but it was so fast.
It's got its own path.
Yeah, V2, V cutting 2. That's what he gets on.
Yeah.
Watcha!
Okay, so
And he has a little laugh to himself about it afterwards.
yeah,
That was a
I love
good
the
one.
fact that he's like a ruthless killer, but just like
Gets the
in his
buzz.
own way, fairly endearing. You know what I mean? He's got like a little playful side.
Sense of humour.
So,
so we
where is Concrete 11? Where is that
the
bunker?
Saddleworth Moors.
Right, okay.
So
That's
it's in the
quite an
middle of
eerie
nowhere.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Saddleworth Moors, which historically grim.
Indeed.
So,
Yeah. For anyone who's listening, Saddleworth Moor is where all the Ian Huntley and
Moors murderers.
most murderers, they bury all the bodies.
Yeah.
Just to-
So he's up there,
Yep.
gorgeous at the same time, but
Absolutely.
eerie. And it's what colour is this Concrete 11 bunker?
So he's like blends in with like the
It's like a
peat-
heather,
the peat that's on the
peat.
moors. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's camouflaged
Do you know
into
what?
the hills.
It blends in that well. There's some twat who's like 90% waterproof gear stood on top of it, going, "We've reached the top."
And then he chops him in half.
Yeah, that's like quite a nice scene. Like it's where this guy, you hate him, but then like that's when you know the dad's arrived and he just goes whoosh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
head off.
So hang on.
Yeah.
He's inside the bunker. What's he thinking?
So he's thinking to himself like, what does he need to do to like basically defeat his dad, right? Like,
Stay in there.
basically. Yeah, exactly. So he's basically like caught in like a situation where it's like he can't stay in there forever because like his dad like eventually he's gonna have to come out because he's only got supplies for like 3 days or something.
Yeah, it's just one sink.
Yeah, exactly.
In
One
the,
sink.
yeah.
And a plastic bucket to have a shit in.
You'd
and
have to
stuff
be
like that.
pretty bold if you were in a room on your own and there'd be a sink in there to be like, that is not my pube.
This is it. Right, because we've got like 5 minutes to work towards the ending. So just remind us what the final line
Who's
is.
been in my bunker?
So they knew exactly whose pubes were in the kitchen sink.
They knew exactly
Oh,
whose pubes
exactly.
were in the kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Right, okay, and that's how it ends. So at this point, go on, Harry.
I fucking got whose pubes it is. It's his wife.
His mother.
His wife.
Oh, his wife.
Yeah, his wife.
His wife.
His wife's been having an affair in the bunker.
No.
Oh, right.
No,
He said, look, you're going to have to leave me, okay? Because I've got to pretend it's this reason, but it's actually this reason. You need to go and wait for me in Concrete 11, right?
Oh, he's told her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I arrive,
I want you shaven.
I want you prepared.
When
right?
I
I
arrive,
will have my woman hairless, thank you.
And I think
it could be our last
There's
time.
a madman chopping people in half everywhere.
I think he's told her by the time I arrive, everything should be fine, right? But he's not expected it to have gone as haywire as it has. So he's gone there thinking, fuck, I've just got to, save her. And then when he walks, he goes, what the fuck is that?
Save it or shave it.
Yeah. My dad's out here acting like a right bellend, chopping everyone in half, and you can't wash the sink out.
But I think like quite a nice end could be like his dad's outside and he's like banging and like you can hear banging on the wall. Like
Yeah, yeah.
and it's getting more and more tense.
he's trying to chop it.
It's
Yeah,
like
but
dust falling off the roof and that.
Yeah.
But then you're like, and she's going, they're not mine, they're not my pubes, they're not mine. And he's like, they are. They look just like your pubes. And then the noise stops,
Right.
and they go outside, and the mum's holding the dad's head, and that's it. It's the mum's pubes that are in there. She's been waiting for the dad.
To lead him to them because
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
wants to kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hang on. The mum,
Yeah.
it was true, all the abuse was gaslighting.
Yep. No, so the mum was like defending them all the time, right?
Right.
But they thought their mum had died.
Yeah.
But the mum had
Right.
also
Yeah.
apparently gone and trained Brazilian jiu-jitsu for waiting for him to get out of prison.
Do you know what? She faked her own death. She faked her own splitting herself in two deaths.
Yeah.
2 paper mache halves. And what came out was just like red ribbon.
Yep.
No, I think she's been putting hairspray on for years to get her hair proper sharp. And she goes next to him and just goes, slices it open. Like this, goes,
This is a fucking mad family, right?
and he's like, okay, what's the mum called?
We never give her a name.
Deborah,
Deborah. He's like, Deborah,
Daryl, and
stay out of
Dana.
this. And she goes, not again.
Yeah.
For the listener, Ben just shook his head and took the head off of another man.
Is that a ponytail?
Not again.
So, just to clarify, this is
And then
happening.
they're like, that's mum's pubes. That's how it ends. She's been living there.
She'd been the mother had been
Yeah.
living in.
Yeah.
Concrete
Because she'd been
Concrete
watching from afar. She'd known what's been happening and all that stuff.
So she's
And like,
hairspray every day.
and like she got there too late for Daryl's death.
Yeah.
Right? So she basically like after everything happened between him and his dad.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Faizan's ran off and all that stuff. And she shows up and she sees her son split in half. And she's like, and I love the fact that every single time Daryl's death comes in, you break every
in the
single
garden.
time.
In the garden, there's 2 graves, 2 little crosses.
And the ball
She's buried him. And it says Daryl, Daz.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That.
So then I think that's a nice end. So it's like it's getting that really tense moment where like he's gonna get in, then it all goes silent.
Yeah.
But we see like a shot of the mum being like, "This isn't happening again."
Yeah.
Right. So he chops his head off, and then so he's it's like Medusa.
He's gone.
Yeah.
And then like, Mum,
He's gone now.
you've been. She's like, I've been living here for 25 years, training
Yeah.
in head flicking.
And
Yeah.
And then when she goes inside, she has to go to the sink to like wash her
Yeah.
hands because like obviously she just decapitated a man with her hair and that.
Yeah.
And like they're all following her over, and they're like, "Oh shit!" They knew exactly whose pubes
Yeah.
were in the kitchen. sink.
Yeah.
been washing your chuff in this again.
Her neck's like this because she's just been training her neck for like 20 years to be so powerful. The neck's just like.
That's horrible.
I think that could be a perfect story.
That's nice, eh?
Faizan.
Apart from the ending of finding your mum's job in a fucking kitchen sink in a bunker made out of concrete 11.
That is wild.
What a story.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it.
That was really funny.
Yeah, that was
I had
good.
some belly
I
laughs
enjoyed
in
that as
that.
well. Yeah. I just love the fact that Daryl was the thing that just.
Just the idea of him playing with his body, but it's his own son. Like,
And then also his dad, when his dad went into the office, you were well into that. You're like, yeah, what power everywhere.
It was like if you're a bit John Wicky, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
This really extreme violence.
There's like some plot twists in between when like mum's
Yeah.
not dead and like mum's alive, and then in between they were like for a second Daryl was thinking his dad's the good guy, but he's not because he splits
Yeah.
him in two.
well, yeah, his dad jumped to say hello to Daryl, hasn't he? Oh,
Yeah,
son, not seen you
exactly.
in ages. Look at this book. It's like that book, fresh ink on it and everything.
I'll sign it for you.
I just looked at you, then you were like this.
Mate, your lips dry out. Your lips dry out all the time. I can't stop licking my
What,
lips.
my man being cut in half?
I can't stop licking them. I've not ran out of lip balm.
Yeah.
I have.
Ran out of
Yeah.
testosterone as well.
Plenty of that.
Right, wrap it up for us.
Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching the All Made Up podcast with Faizan Shah. Faizan, people can find you online.
Yeah, Faizan Shah, haha, everywhere.
That's
There's a chat.
everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like on the street.
on the street. Yeah, he'll be around the lots.
You just asking for money.
But thank you very much for coming on.
Oh mate, cheers.
We
Thank
are doing a live show on the 11th of December in Manchester. So come down, come and check it out. We've got our guest lined up now, Joe McGrath, which is going to be great. And tickets are on sale. They're a tenner. Come and get involved. We all get like £3.30 each, and we're worth more than that. So come down and pay us what that is, and just enjoy it. But this has been All Made Up with Faizan Shah.
Enjoy.
Oh yeah, I need to say goodbye.
Are you going to say goodbye, Ben?
Yeah, goodbye.
Joe, we
everybody.
should finish with on the chop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3,
2, 1.
It's home.